What's good, YouTube? It's Sir Rome of RaRa, and I'm here with...
It's Reece.
And today, we're going to be talking about Black Widow. Me and Reece went and saw it in the movie theater this weekend, and
we tried our best to pay attention.
Yeah, and we also tried our best to hurry up and make this video.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we didn't get it out as fast as we wanted. But it's here.
It's coming.
No, it's here. Alright, you got anything you want to say before we jump in it?
Nah, let's get into it.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the plot. We're going to talk about some characters. Then we're going to talk about what we liked about it, what we disliked about it, and then if we should recommend and rank this shit. Alright, you ready?
Let's go.
Let's do it! Yes.
Run, girl, run!
It was a virtuoso, Skip. It was a virtuoso.
Dynamite. Yeah, it's a black guy review.
My hen dog. Where is my hen dog?
It's a wrong, it's a Reece.
Standing right here, right now.
Like
We're going to the Super Bowl.
If you like and subscribe, yeah, it really helps with the views. Yeah, it's a black guy review. Yeah, trying to start something new.
Cold God, right.
Alright, so we're going to get into the plot. I'm going to let Reece start it off.
It basically starts with, I guess, Black Widow, if that's what we're going to call her, Natasha. It starts off with her and her family in the past, and they split up for a reason, which we'll get into later, and it's basically about them coming back together as a family. That's pretty much the plot of this movie.
Yeah, so the plot is pretty much just a Black Widow backstory, because, you know, if you've seen Endgame, she ain't here with us no more, but they kind of took it back to like around Civil War time. That's when it was, right?
Yeah.
It was like Civil War.
Yeah, that's what
I think it was right after Civil War. Was it before?
I think it was during.
It might have been during.
I think it was during it.
Yeah, so they take us back to around that time, and they tell us what was going on with what's her name? Natasha. I always want to say Romanov.
Well, that's a last
I know, but I'm going to call her that for some reason. All right, so
I feel like we need to explain Civil War. We don't mean like by the actual Civil War.
Yeah, Civil War
between Captain America and Iron Man. That's what we're talking about.
Okay.
I mean, I think most of y'all might know that.
Oh yeah, they should. Okay, so pretty much what happens is Natasha and her sister. What's her name?
Yelena.
Yeah. So Natasha and Yelena, they end up getting split up. Because they're in a group, and it's called the Black Widows. Well, I don't know if they're the Black Widows, but they're all widows.
Yes.
And they all get trained in this red room to like become assassins, and you know they're like ruthless like killers. You know what I'm saying? They get trained to do some sick stuff. Yeah. And pretty much, you know, they end up getting split up, and Natasha ends up becoming an Avenger, as we know, and Yelena,
the Black Widow.
Yeah, the Black Widow, and Yelena ends up becoming like the best like spy.
Yeah, best
ever.
Assassin, spy, person, whatever.
And you go.
And I mean, this is all gonna be spoilers, y'all, because we about to start spoiling the hell out of this movie. But anyways, it gets into, because after they split up as kids, they were pretty young. The whole family splits up or whatever. They come back together, Yelena and Black Widow, and it basically just tells them, it starts telling the story about how they're trying to mend their relationship together between them two, and then we get into more of the, you know, things that are happening in the movie, like Taskmaster coming in, and DREKKOV, and her dad as a superhero or whatever the hell he was. All that kind of stuff. It starts getting into all that. So I guess we'll start talking about these characters and stuff too.
We can get into some characters. I'll go with one first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I don't want to do Black Widow, so I'll do Yelena. And Yelena is she actually her sister, or are they just?
They're not real sisters.
Okay, I didn't think so.
They were a planted family.
Yeah, so they're not blood related, but they look at each other as sisters because when they were young, they were kind of raised together for a little while.
And they had to get through whatever they were getting through together.
So Yelena is a badass. She got this strong Russian accent. She's the funniest character in the movie for sure. Like her or
yeah, I was about to say it's a toss up.
But she's really funny with she got the little one-liners, man. She just come back with the little snarky remarks, and it's funny. But she also got hands. You know what I'm saying? She's under control when it first shows her. She's under this mind control thing. and she ends up getting hit with this dust stuff. I don't really know.
It was like a serum of some sort, I guess.
The serum like knocks her mind control away, and then she ends up, finally being free. She's never been free like her whole time of living. Like she never was
since she was a kid or whatever.
She's never able to make her own decisions, and now she finally is. And it just so happens she runs into
Natasha. Black Widow. I guess I'll talk about Black Widow in this movie. You already know she's a badass. She go hard. She do all that stuff. But she apparently had a mission at some point to kill DREKKOV, and she thought that she had succeeded, which she did not. And DREKKOV is still alive, and his daughter was in the building with him when it blew up, which was how she planned on killing him. And his daughter is alive too, who ends up being the Taskmaster. I'm not going to talk about the Taskmaster right now. I just wanted to tell you all about how what Natasha was doing in this movie and how it got to that point. But she's still a badass in this movie, and she's still doing all her Natasha Romanoff Black Widow shit. Still going hard. I just want to tell y'all that.
Yeah, and just to add on to Black Widow, she's on the run in this movie because of the whole Civil War incident. Because she didn't listen to what they said, and she still kept being a superhero, whatever it is.
Yeah, it was something like that.
So she's on the run this whole time, and she gets into all of this shit while being on the run. And
it's supposed to be low key.
Yeah. All right, I'll talk about Taskmaster.
Yeah.
Taskmaster is in this movie. It's revealed that she's a woman, which I think originally or normally Taskmaster is a man, and she's also the big bad guy's daughter, who they thought was dead. They thought Black Widow killed her in an explosion, but apparently she survived. And Taskmaster's skill is she can copy anybody's moves. So in this movie, she only copies Captain America's moves. She uses his shield. She blocks with it, throws it really hard, like slings that. She slings the hell out of the shield. And also, she uses Hawkeye's moves. She'll shoot arrows, and she can aim really good with it.
She was mimicking Black Widow.
Yeah, and she uses Black Widow's moves because she does the whole Hurricanrana is what it's called in WWE. I don't know what they call it.
Yeah, I don't know what you call it either. That's the only ones I picked up on there. Somebody else might have picked up on some other ones, but those are the only three that I picked up on. I guess I'll talk a little bit about Alexei, who is her staged father. I don't remember what they call him. It's like Crimson something. He's basically the British or Russian Captain America. Pretty much to a T, like for real. He had the serum and everything, and he's pretty much a Russian Captain America. He's pretty funny in this movie too. Him and Yelena going back and forth, they crack me up, man. They are like the comic relief in this movie that you needed. Pretty much he fights Taskmaster, and he kind of gets whooped up a little bit, but he's strong. I guess you could say he's fast. I didn't see him run or anything, but
I mean, it's pretty much he's a super soldier. He has a serum like Captain America, but he ain't Captain America because he's a slouch. He washed up. He's pretty much a washed up superhero and has been in jail for like 10 years.
It's a minute.
So he ain't been fighting or nothing. So he probably could be like Captain America. It probably was like Captain America at one point, but now he just washed up.
But he wants to be like the man. Yeah. But he ain't the man.
And lastly, well, I guess you could talk about the big bad guy if you want, but I was just gonna talk about their mom. Apparently, it's the Iron Maiden. I did not know this. I don't even know if that's facts, but apparently that's what we read. So I don't know. But in this movie, their mom, which is not their actual mom, she's a smart character. She's not some character that's out there kicking ass, but she's kind of like the character that glues all of them together as a family because the dad is a dumbass,
straight up.
And then the younger sister, Yelena, she got a bad attitude. So you know what I'm saying. And no, actually, Natasha.
Yeah, I was gonna say she ended up being the one with the bad attitude.
And Yelena's just got a not give a fuck attitude. Yeah. So their mom gels them together, and at one point you kind of hate their mom, but at the end of the day, she their mom. So
yeah, and I guess we'll get to that later on too. But I think she started the whole mind control stuff.
She was picking the people, or was she creating it? She was doing something.
I know she used it on the pig and all that, so I figured that she was testing it or something. I don't know if she came up with it, but
she definitely was using it a lot. And it sucked. Like, when you think about it, you know, her daughter was under mind control for 20 years.
She's like DREKKOV's like right hand woman, I guess you could say. But
what time are you?
8 minutes. Okay. So anyways, I'll do DREKKOV. He's old fat fart.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
Just nobody. Like, I guess he's somebody, but he has no superpowers. He's not smart. I guess he just, I don't know, mob boss kind of like person. Got money.
So he has power,
and he's over all the widows is what they call him. He's over all of them, and he's got this pheromone, and I guess it's in some kind of cologne or body spray or something like that he sprays on himself so the widows cannot hurt him, because, like I said, he ain't nobody. They could fuck him up if they wanted to, but he keeps them from doing that by using this, whatever it is, cologne, pheromone stuff that he got. And other than that, he's Taskmaster's dad, and he really ain't nobody.
Yeah. That's pretty much it for the characters.
Yeah.
I really want to get into the things that we dislike and like. Alright, so we're going to get into the things we like, which is the sauce.
Yeah, buddy.
Saucy sauce.
And
for sure. You want to go first or you want me to go first?
I'll go first with something I like. I liked their family dynamic. And when I say that, I mean like the way they interact with each other. They're just they have all the different elements that you need in a family, I guess you can say. But I like the way they interact with each other and that.
Yeah, I think what he's trying to say is it felt like a real family.
It did.
You know, nobody's perfect in your family. Like in a lot of these movies, all the characters seem like, you know, great people, but you know, everybody got a dumb person in their family. Everybody got people with attitudes, you know.
But yeah. But I think it's funny that she's the Black Widow, because I feel like she's like the black sheep of the family, kinda. I don't know. I just feel like that.
But one of the things that I liked about the movie, I was gonna say kind of what he said, so I'll go to my other one. This movie was funny, straight up. That was probably my favorite thing about the movie. Shit made me laugh multiple times in the movie theater. It touched on a lot of feelings, not just, you know, laughter, but
the pockets thing was funny to me. But the vest, that was funny.
She kept talking about that vest.
How many pockets she had on there? That shit was hilarious. I mean, I liked Taskmaster. I think that was cool. I just wish it was more of Taskmaster, like fighting and actually, you know, them getting down and really having to beat Taskmaster to finish the movie out. You know what I mean? Yeah, like that would have been nice. But I like Taskmaster in the way that
the fighting was cool. The fighting with Taskmaster was cool. They made him seem powerful. Her seem powerful. Yeah. But I'll get into that when I get to the things I don't like. I ain't about to talk about that.
You got anything else you like?
I don't think so, man. I mean, I like the movie.
It was well put together. I can say that. Like, it could have been more action, but I think I liked it the way it was. Though. It could. It was.
I mean, I appreciated their backstory. I appreciated them telling us about Black Widow.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? It was a little convoluted and stuff. So. I don't know.
I get it. But I guess that's gonna lead us into
the things we don't like.
Which
is trash pile. You want to start or you want me
poop
to start?
Emoji. I started on the last one. You start on this one.
Okay. Firstly, I didn't like Taskmaster as a villain, because they do this sometimes with Marvel movies. It's like, that's not. Is that even a villain? Would you consider Taskmaster a villain?
No, not because. No.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
she was opposing her in some way, I guess, but
is Black Widow a hero?
She wasn't really out to get Black Widow, though. You know, she wasn't going out there for Black Widow. So I get what you mean.
Reason to get
she should, but she was under mind, so she didn't even care about it. You know,
the thing is, it's like, if you controlled by somebody, are you really? What kind of villain is that? Like, she had no story, no speech. Like, she didn't even talk.
No emotion. She wasn't showing anything.
Yeah.
I get
I didn't really like that.
I guess what I didn't like is when this movie came out. I don't like that Civil War was fucking 8 years ago, and we're just now getting the backstory on Black Widow, who's been a character in Avengers forever. Like it just came. It wasn't the time to me to bring this movie out.
I agree.
Should have done this forever ago.
I agree. We went with our girlfriends, or his wife and my girlfriend, to the movies, and my girlfriend was completely confused.
Like,
and
what?
It's like one of the movies where you gotta have seen other movies to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And everybody ain't. Some people just want to see a woman's hero. Like, they ain't trying to watch all the Marvel movies. And, and that's not, to me, that's not good storytelling when you put when you have to go back and watch a movie from 5 years ago to know what's going on in this movie, and it's not even a sequel to that movie.
It has something to do with them, but not really.
Not like Civil War 2. You know what I'm saying? This ain't even Captain America 4. This is Black Widow. It's not a sequel.
I mean, but it's crazy because they have movies for all of these other people,
and they don't do this.
And they just now, it wasn't. Do this. And they just now want to bring out Black Widow. This is craziness, man. Yeah. They got Thor movies. They got Hulk movies. They got Iron Man movies. They got really Black Panther movies.
They got Hulk movies. They got a Hulk movie. They ain't even the Hulk that's in the Avengers.
I guess. Yeah, that's right.
Unless you call Ragnarok a Hulk movie, because he kind of
he's in there, but that was still kind of late. I mean, I'm just saying it was still kind of late, but it's just, man, they got all these other movies. Why did they put it at this point in the timeline? Yeah. But I guess we can move on. I digress.
Move on to more things I don't
like.
Yeah. But the main bad guy, since Taskmaster wasn't even the main bad guy, it's even worse. Worse. No threat. You know what I'm saying? He's no threat. He's non-threat.
I guess he could be, but he's not.
The thing is, his threat is he just has mind. It's not even mind control. Like, I don't think it's mind control. Like, hey, come here now and protect me. It ain't like that, is it? Like, he don't tell them move when
he doesn't tell. Like, I didn't see him give anybody a command.
It's not mind control. Like he's controlling their movements. It's like he tells them something and then he's like, attack Black Widow. So.
Or go blow up this country or whatever. But it's not like come here right now, do this, make like, you know what I'm saying?
It's not a power. That's the problem. It's not an ability. Like, he's not got your mind, you know what I'm saying? That, so.
He is a regular ass dude, bro. Yeah. Like, for real. And he is probably the worst villain. If he is the main villain of this, like if he's supposed to be the main villain, either one of these villains.
Worst villains.
They're the worst. They're worst by far, man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're pretty trash.
Yeah, they could have just used Taskmaster as a plot device, you know what
I'm saying? Just to thicken it a little bit and move, like, give some action.
No, because they used Taskmaster to make a twist by saying, "Oh, it's a girl."
Yeah, and it's his daughter. Yeah, I get it.
Taskmaster himself was never cool. The character was never cool for me.
I think Taskmaster was put in the movie so they could have a little more action.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, we can make her do this and do that. Yeah. Like, if Taskmaster wasn't in the movie, I don't know if they would have fought besides the Black Widows at the beginning, bro. Yeah. So that's just me. But anyways.
And I mean, I still got some more things.
Let's go with it. Keep putting them on there.
I just had problems with the movie in general, man. Like, I was at the movies and I really was like falling asleep. And I love Marvel movies. So
I was too.
It's hard to say, like,
I was too.
It's hard to say it was good.
I guess it was kind of late for my standards, though. It wasn't really what it was.
We went at 7:30. What are you talking about?
Bro, but it was like, it's 8:30 by the time. I'll be in the bed.
You gotta stop, bro. You had me thinking it was a 10:30 watch.
No, it was 7. But it didn't start till almost 8, though.
Either way, bro, I ain't never. I've been to premieres at 12 at night.
Yeah.
I went to sleep.
Yeah, I can't.
Come on,
that's
man.
right. That's true. He right about that.
Yeah, but
so I almost fell asleep like 3 times.
Let's just say I did fall asleep. If the movie theater wasn't so loud and woke me up 10 seconds later, I would have took a good ass nap in the movie theater.
Oh man.
But all right, we'll get into hot or not.
Yeah.
The fire or the cold, my guy, which pretty much is what we
recommend to watch and what we rank it at.
Would you recommend?
I mean, if you watch Marvel movies, of course.
I'm right there with you.
But man, for any everyday movie watcher or just want to go see something, this is not the movie to go watch, y'all. I promise, it's not.
It's not.
Save your money if you're just going to watch just to watch.
My girlfriend did not enjoy this movie. We were supposed to get Longhorns after. I know this ain't all about me, but we were supposed to get Longhorns after.
It is though.
And it kind of the movie kind of drawed on.
It did. It was over 2 hours.
Exactly. And then we couldn't make it to Longhorns, which made her even more mad. So she really didn't enjoy this movie.
Yeah.
So as a person that's not a Marvel fan, I would not recommend this movie because, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing there for anybody that's not a Marvel fan.
To me, as a Marvel fan, I still wasn't so impressed with the movie. I'd probably give it like a 4.5 out of 10.
S tier, A tier, B tier.
That's straight up C, bro.
I agree.
Straight C.
I agree. C.
It's C.
Average movie.
Yeah, very average.
If you got a bad villain, it's hard to overcome that. Even because the storytelling was I mean,
the storytelling was good, but you couldn't make up for none of that with the Taskmaster and DREKKOV.
I mean, Natasha is a great actor.
She is.
She was amazing.
Her sister was good. Her dad was good.
So the movie had great
If it was a comedy movie, like a comedy action, like it would have been perfect. Just for some regular person, but not no superhero movie. It didn't work in that way.
Yeah, I guess what I really have to say and what really bothers me about this movie is I came into it with no expectations. I thought the movie was gonna be trash. And I still didn't like it. Normally the only time I don't like a movie is when I have high expectations and then it doesn't reach them. But this movie, I didn't even think it was gonna be good, and I still was like, that's all. Yeah, that's the best y'all can do with the Marvel.
Like, why did you bring it out at this time just to do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if they would have put it out 10 years ago over there straight, I would have been cool with it. We would have been moved right on along. Yeah, probably would have gave it a 7 out of 10 at that point. As right now, no way.
Let me just say this: a lot of our Marvel friends probably won't like what I'm about to say, but Marvel has been coasting, man. When was the last time they dropped a banger? Like, I don't like none of the shows. I haven't watched them, so I can't
WandaVision,
like
fire, bro.
But is that better than Loki? Because I heard Loki.
I haven't started Loki, but WandaVision was fire.
Well, is it? Do you think it's fire enough to say Marvel is still where it was 2 or 3 years ago?
I would say even if you just want to see a good show.
I said, do you think with that show is Marvel at the place where it was when Endgame and all of that was going on? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like Marvel has.
No, I would say no, but bro, it's a show.
Look, this is how I feel. DC right now is competing with Marvel. That's how bad Marvel is doing. I
see what you mean there.
Like, what is this? Marvel was freaking.
They was on top of the world.
They were killing everybody.
They were.
And now they just.
And now they got all these licenses and everything. Man, they still ain't.
They coasted, bro. It's weak. It's weak, bro.
It was.
Even the Spider-Man to me. Look, Spider-Man used to be like my movies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. What happened to Marvel, bro? What happened? What happened?
I kind of like the new Spider-Mans, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
I hope X-Men come in or Fantastic Four come in and like really.
Bro, Fantastic Four have not had a good
I know, that's what I'm saying. I really hope they don't flop, bro.
They have not had good premieres.
And And X-Men, don't even get me started. If they don't, no. I don't even want to talk about it.
X-Men has been rough, y'all.
I don't even want to talk about it. So, yeah, would I recommend this movie? To all my Marvel people, of course, go watch the movie. Y'all gonna love it. I'm sure there's some Easter eggs I missed, all that shit.
All that stuff.
All that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But
it didn't matter to me at this point.
But if you're just looking for a woman hero or somebody to aspire to be, you know what I'm saying? The movie, like people love Wonder Woman. I didn't really care for Wonder Woman, but people love Wonder Woman. That's a good. That's what they should have followed here. This is not. No.
It wasn't.
No.
It wasn't. I totally agree with that. 100%. It was. I don't want to say a flop because it did well in the theaters and everything, but it was not.
I think my worst thing is the last Marvel movie I saw was, I think, Endgame, bro. I can't think because I didn't watch the most recent Spider-Man. I think Endgame was the last one I saw. Coming off Endgame to this?
Well, Endgame was like the climax of that time.
Is there another Marvel movie in there I'm forgetting? They've been on a drought. I mean, I guess that's what you have to do when you drop something like.
I was gonna say Endgame was like a kamikaze or like a comet or something.
It's almost a reboot at this point.
Yeah. So now it's like another wave that's got to set up to something big again,
So-
to where everybody has to come back.
I know we getting long on this, but are they gonna keep like Thor as a hero? Like, is he just gonna go through with this next phase? Because you know what I'm saying, they got rid of Iron Man, they got rid of Captain America, but Thor's still there, Hulk's still there. They gonna get rid of Hulk?
I don't know because
Got rid of Black Widow.
yeah, because they have what's his name is Iron Man or whatever.
Spider-Man?
No. What's his name?
Captain America.
Falcon.
Captain
No, that's what I meant. My bad. Captain America. I thought
I guess Spider-Man's supposed to be the new Iron Man. And
that's what they were alluding to in the movie.
yeah, and Falcon is supposed to be the new
Captain America.
But we don't even have a Black Panther no more. We don't even know who that's gonna be.
God, it's rough right now. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't know what they're gonna do with Thor and Hulk because Thor was fat last time we saw.
Yeah,
and not driven really.
Are they even doing Guardians anymore? Have you heard anything about? Because he was supposed to be. I know they got the Thor love and whatever, but he was supposed to be with Guardians when he left. Remember, he left with them.
Bro, I really don't know. Like I think that they probably should move from some of these
That's
people.
what I'm thinking, bro. That's what I'm thinking.
I think that they should move along, but
should too.
they might try to coast it as far as they can go with it.
Well, anyways, this was
Yeah,
our
sorry,
take
y'all.
on
Sorry we went so
Marvel.
long, but
Yeah, I did enjoy the movie for what it was, but I can't even like.
casual watchers do not spend your money to go watch this casual.
Yes,
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
But I guess that's it.
Y'all suck it easy.
Peace.